Welcome everybody to episode 3 of the NASCAR Valvoline Cup Series, NASCAR 25 podcast. We're here right after Charlotte, not right after, but we're here after Charlotte, heading into Richmond tomorrow night. I'm joined with Pumps, driver of the number 20 for Milk Motorsports.
Yeah, I'm here.
So we saw kind of a boring race at Charlotte, but do you have any takeaways from that race in the Coke 600?
I mean, I think a couple drivers could have maybe raced a little cleaner. We could have had a better race, but other than that, not really.
You
It was pretty fun,
agree?
other than a
It was
few
kind of
issues.
yeah, it was kind of like a snooze fest, don't you think? A little bit.
I guess some parts of the race were a little boring.
I mean,
There will a better race in the future.
obviously there was a big gap between first and second, but how did you feel? I know you had pace to be second, maybe even contend with the win. What happened in your race to not be able to be up front there at the end?
I was unlucky again for every race this season. I've been unlucky, and it was just another one of the same races once again.
Mm,
But hopefully, the next one is better.
hopefully.
Getting spun out walled with lapped cars, and
Yeah, after that race at Charlotte, the points have gotten really spread out here. You know, the top five, the top eight have some interesting names that aren't usually up in the playoff spots. We have I'm leading, you're second, and then we have Mopar third in points, which is kind of crazy to me. Do you have any notes on Mopar?
I mean, Mopar's just been practicing a lot and playing the game more than almost anybody else, but he's doing amazing. He should continue with doing what he's doing, and he'll stay up here all season.
Yeah, I definitely think he'll be able to make the playoffs and have a good run there, possibly even in the round of six. And who knows? There's definitely a chance where he could have be a dark horse pick for the championship four. We have Weeb, who's fifth in points now after an amazing run, finishing second at Charlotte when some of the big dogs missed that race. So, what do you think about Weeb and his possibilities of going deep in the playoffs?
Your mic cut out there at the end for me.
Oh, what do you think about Weeb and his chances of going deep in the playoffs?
Um, his chances are pretty good. I'm excited to see what he can do. Yeah, I don't know what to say about Weeb really, but I think he'll be there if he keeps showing up and racing and doing what he's been doing.
I,
He
I
got second
agree.
place at Charlotte. That was his best finish in Valvoline history. So maybe he'll be improving through the rest of the season.
Yeah, definitely a fun story to watch there. Driver the number 47 for his team of Royal Canadian Racing. Is Weeb Canadian?
No, Weeb's in Florida.
Oh, I didn't know that much about Weeb. You're Canadian.
Yeah, very much.
Canadians are
So,
pretty weird. We have Chicken as Canadian.
well, not very weird, I don't think.
I think you're a little odd. It's a good odd though. Like I like it. It's a good odd. All of us are odd in our own ways. And
Oh, well, I mean,
Canadians.
I guess I am.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Looking at some surprising names in the points though, Bryce missing two races in a row. He had a 42-point gap the last time he raced. He's minus 10 now. But I mean, you look at the cut line, Joshua and Chicken and Bryce are the two guys ahead of him to get in the playoffs. Nothing against Joshua or Chicken, but Bryce is definitely one of the fastest. Do you think he'll be able to have a very smooth entrance back into the playoff picture?
I think Bryce should be able to get in. He's been just as unlucky as I have, so we know he's fast, but looking forward to see if he's able to perform like he used to.
Yeah,
But we all
definitely.
know that Bryce is washed.
That's true. He's watching right now. Hi, Bryce. We both agree that you are washed. But I think Bryce is gonna be
Yeah,
able to make the playoffs. He should be fine as long as he can make more races. I know he couldn't make Charlotte because it was unfortunate timing, I believe, and he couldn't make the race before. He was just a little late to join that race. That's very unfortunate for him. And then we have another big story we should talk about is NLS, who missed last race, but he has the pace to be a championship contender if he can make some of these races.
I see Bryce said nope in the chat. He's not washed. I mean, I think Bryce, if we held a vote right now, I'm pretty sure 95% of Valvoline would say that you're washed, but not washed anymore. Well, prove it then.
Bryce, you need to go out and dominate Richmond. How about that? because you had a chance at Phoenix, and I mean there were a couple mistakes, but I think you had a chance, but I think you're still washed. My favorite clip is you entering Atlanta pit road, season 7 on Heat 5. That was really funny. You just like spun out, so I thought that was really funny.
I mean, he spins out all the time, like every race now. But anyways, Milk, what do you think going into Richmond? Like, what's your mindset?
My mindset is just stay consistent. Don't get involved in anything. I mean, my mindset for most races right now is just try to win. I like winning a lot. I mean, everyone likes winning, but I'm in that zone right now. Where if I don't win, I'm a little upset. Unless it's like my fault. If it's my fault that I lost, I'll be less mad. But if I wasn't the fastest car, But like recently, I've been decently fast, and I'm just hoping we can have some big dogs there because it's very unfortunate when some of the faster guys can't race, like Cade and Bryce, and even F1 fan missed last race at Charlotte, and Tyreek. I miss Tyreek. So what do you think about Tyreek? Speaking of Tyreek, he's 8 positions out of the playoffs. He only has 51 points. He's like 80 points below the cut line. Do you think he could somehow get in?
Yeah, I think Tyreek is one of the better drivers that I've raced in NASCAR 25 so far. He's good adapting to different cars, if it's in his driving style at least. He's good at strategy calls for the most part, and he's a pretty overall consistent driver. I'm pretty sure he'll be in for sure, even with a couple races missed.
Well, there's another driver that's near him in points, and that's G Cool. I mean, he's had a terrible start to this season. He's missed a few races. He's had terrible finishes. What do you think about our teammate G Cool making it into the playoffs? I mean, I think if he turns it up, he could maybe contend for a win, but I don't know if he'll be able. Like back in Heat, he had a lot of speed, but I don't know if he'll be able to make a run to the playoffs this season.
Man, G Cool's wrecked me once every race so far.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's really awesome. Nashville, I don't know. I think G Cool could make it into the playoffs. I don't know. If he keeps performing how he is, I don't see it happening. I mean, he's only kind of up there right now because he shows up to every race, but he's been a lap down almost every single time.
Well, I wouldn't say he's up there. He's 17th in points with 45 points, so he is just about 80 points below the cut line. So he has a big gap, but
Up there isn't even on the board.
I guess.
I mean, because Bryce showed up to one race and got like 30 points, so
Yeah, that's true.
like gained 30 points. So
Have you practiced at
Never know.
Richmond recently?
I'm not even racing Richmond.
Oh yeah, you
I don't
haven't.
think.
Have you raced the track recently on the next gen car?
No.
Okay, well based on what I
Kellogg's
know.
was the last time the clash.
Oh, that's true. How did that clash feel? Because that could be a good indicator. Because there are a lot of drivers coming from Kellogg's to race in Valvoline, especially tomorrow night.
The race that was pretty horrible, but it was more of a starting point and practice point because we had the ARCA series opening up, so we kind of allowed everyone to go in without testing them, and then whoever was killing people was kind of put down there, and then whoever was at least getting out of the way of the leaders when they're 4 laps down was getting kept in the Cup Series kind of thing. So it was more of a testing point. There was really no room to tell if it was good.
Well, I mean, based on what I know from my little bit of practice at Richmond, it's a tough track. Like it's loose, it's tight sometimes. It's just hard to manage. It's gonna be a skill based race, I believe. Binks is getting on my lap right here on my desk, I guess. Ow. Okay, but I think it's going to be a very tough track. I mean, 100 laps, it's going to be all like concentration, skill. You're going to have to be on the right strategy as well. There's definitely different ways to take each stage. So it's going to be a tough race for sure in my mind.
Yeah, I mean, I hope you win at least.
I would like that. I hope it's not a dumb win though, because we've seen some dumb finishes at Richmond.
Oh,
in the
okay. You
past.
actually pissed me off.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
My win at Richmond was actually fair. It was deserved.
It's not that you won. It's that the way that the top 6 or 7 got taken out.
Did you just hear what you said?
Oh.
Bryce, are you in the chat? Bryce, say the thing. Whenever the stream gets up to date, Bryce is going to go 6-7. I need to rage bait you, Milk, with me winning.
Oh, he is not gonna win. Well, Bryce, I mean, me and Bryce, there's a lot of rivalries going on in the Valvoline Cup Series right now. We have me versus Cade, we have NLS versus Cade, NLS versus or Cade versus Bryce, me versus Bryce has been going on a long time. So there's a lot of cool rivalries and a lot that just adds into the stories that we could see at Richmond. And I definitely like having these bit of friendly rivalries, especially with my buddy Bryce. And maybe, I don't know how many of you know about this, but there was actually a race that me and him competed in together. 2023, around May, I believe it was, and it was at Chicagoland Speedway. I don't remember I don't know if he knows this moment that I'm talking about, but I did destroy him in a race to win the championship. Like, not destroy him, like wreck him, but I was just better than him the entire race. It was very clear to everyone in the lobby that I deserved it, and I was the best all season. Bryce hasn't denied it yet. That season was an interesting one, and I mean I'm glad Valvoline is a lot better. Do you have your eye on any drivers that raced at Charlotte that could do good at Richmond as well, Pumps?
Well, for sure, NLS, if he's showing up. I mean, he's just flawless at any track. If Cade shows up, I'm sure he could definitely win. I know he's good at short tracks. Well, really good. But good at Charlotte, that could be good at Richmond? I don't know. I mean, you for sure. I'll pick you to win.
If there's no bias,
there's no controversy.
No bias in that?
If there's no controversy or anything.
I mean, yeah, I would
no bias.
I would love to. I mean, I was able to farm a bunch of playoff points at Charlotte. Winning 3 in a row would be special to me. It's obviously very special when people are able to go on big streaks like that. But in a league like this, where it's so tight and competitive now, I would love to try to get 3 in a row. But I know Cade, NLS, and Bryce, F1 fan even, they're gonna be right. They're gonna be right there. They're fast drivers. I don't know who to give this to, but I definitely think NLS is such a quick learner. I'm gonna have to pick NLS to win this race. He's so quick. He's able to adapt really fast, and I think he'll be up there.
You, Cade, and NLS are gonna be battling for sure all race. I know how good Cade is on these short tracks. I know how good you are at mostly any track. I know how good NLS is too. Cade's good at any track. All 3 of you are really good in general. I think you guys are definitely going to be battling for the win. Whoever can hang on to their car the longest, whoever has the best setup. I think it's going to come down more to strategy and tire saving than raw skill or fluke.
I agree with that.
Real and overtime is basically just pulling a name out of a hat. I mean, I went from 2 laps down at Richmond during 3 overtimes, got both my laps back from last place in 1. It's pretty much overtimes in any league are pretty much just pulling names from a hat and seeing who wins. So if it's going to come down to a long run, I think it's going to be strategy, and my prediction is that you win.
I have a couple more points here. Do you think you've definitely seen the Milk and Cade beef that happened a little? I mean, I wouldn't say beef. It's not like we're gonna kill each other, but it's like there was a little bit at Martinsville. You know, the 2 faster guys were battling there at Martinsville. Maybe didn't go the way
in Kellogg's.
In Kellogg's, yeah, Kellogg's. Do you think anything from that race could translate at Richmond? I mean, they're not really similar tracks, but the 2 drivers, they're always. I mean, I think I'm pretty fast. I think Cade's really fast, so I think me and him have had battles at Richmond before. Do you think it could come down to just me and Cade? And do you think we would think about Kellogg's Martinsville?
I think it could come down to teammates like it did at Martinsville, kind of. But the thing is, at Martinsville, Cade was catching you lots. He was on a good strategy. I saw him pit a lot later. He had way fresher tires. He was catching, and then he got turned. So that played a huge role. I think it would have been very, very close. If not, Cade for sure would have passed you. But you got to remember that there's blocking, and you can easily get good defense if it's near the end of the race and win. But I think it'll definitely be a close battle, and it's kind of hard to say who's going to win or take it, but I don't know.
Yeah, Richmond should be a very, very fun race. Looking forward one more week before we come back to Richmond for a couple more points. We have Watkins Glen. What do you know about road courses in NASCAR 25 and the first of two road courses this season in the Valvoline Cup Series?
Watkins Glen is it's a really leggy track. In turn one, the boundaries are super super tight. If you're side by side with someone, there's really nowhere to go because you get track limits. But I feel like maybe some drivers are going to be a little slower than others going into the bus stop. We're just going to have a pile of cautions over and over. Like, you remember that truck race in real life
Yes.
where they just kept stacking up in the bus stop?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I was there sitting there for like 45 minutes or an hour just waiting to go to the washroom, and I couldn't because I just kept doing overtimes. So if that happens again, I swear I'm just going to pee my pants.
Oh, that's a quote for Instagram. I'll make that. Uh, okay. Um, I can't. I can't. I need to.
I'll pee on Binks and drain them out like a sponge. Is that a quote for Instagram?
I can't. You're gonna get demonetized. Why'd you say that? Who started watching when Pump said that? Come on. There's no way. Okay. Wow. Wow. I don't even know what to say.
Uh, who's your pick to win Talladega?
Talladega. It's not even on the schedule.
What?
It's not. We have a second Daytona, but not Talladega.
Why?
I don't know. You can go ask the person that made the schedule.
Why is there no Talladega?
I probably forgot about it, honestly. I love Talladega, so I don't know what idiot
Are you the
decided
person
to.
who made the schedule?
Yeah, I am. So, but what about Iowa and Texas, right? That's a good couple track picks, right?
Texas absolutely sucks. Texas in this game is the equivalent to a big Martinsville, but super tight and
Hmm.
lots of banking. That's not a good comparison at all. But Texas is super tight and unexpected. You run it a little bit off, then you're gonna be up in the wall. You run it, you run it too tight, you're gonna be in the wall. You run it a little too low, you're gonna see the spin out. It kind of sucks until you get a custom setup on, and then it's all better.
Okay, I have a couple more stories circling back to
Iowa,
Richmond.
Iowa's amazing.
Iowa is amazing. That is true. What do you think about some underdog drivers like ESMN and a brand new driver in the Valvoline Cup Series starting tomorrow night, Outsider? Your new teammate, by the way, too.
Oh, oh, really?
Yep, driver number 56 for Milk Motorsports.
I love Outsider.
Okay, so for ESMN, he's been really good this season. He's been getting better and better. He did good at Atlanta in his first start of the season, I believe. No, he was at Daytona too. He had a good podium finish at Daytona. Did really good at Atlanta. Almost won a stage. Phoenix, I think he did pretty good at Phoenix. He was fast. He's been getting faster and faster every race. Nashville, he was looking really good at Nashville until something came up and then he missed Charlotte. But what do you think about ESMN's chances of having a deep playoff run in his first season of Valvoline Cup Series competition?
Um, well, I'm pretty sure I did predict him to make the playoffs, right? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I don't know. ESMN, if he can keep his nose clean, he'll be in. I don't really know. I don't really have much to say. I mean, I don't really focus on other drivers too much. But looking back on stats, if he keeps his nose clean, I'm sure he'll be in.
And based on other information from other leagues, what do you think about Outsider's chances in his first start in the 56?
I didn't know Outsider was racing. That kind of changes stuff. I've raced Outsider lots on Richmond because in the Kellogg's Clash, I was all but not with him. We were racing the entire race, and I know exactly how he drives there. I'm sure if he keeps his strategy right, he's gonna win. or get a top 3, 100%. But I just don't know if he has the pace to win. If it comes down to that.
Do you think if it comes down to strategy, he'll be up there?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I would say more, but I'm not gonna. Right here, right now. I don't want to reveal outsider.
All right. So, I mean, do you have anything else you would like to talk about?
I got nothing.
Okay, well, Richmond's going to be a fun showdown. We got a little off track this episode, but I don't really care. So, happy to get this thing out. Thank you all for watching today's little episode here of the Valvoline Cup Series podcast on National 25. Tomorrow night, we'll be live here at 9 p.m. Eastern for the Mobile One 500, which is almost a crown jewel. It's kind of like our Bristol night race for the NASCAR Cup Series. So it's a really fun race. Been having it for multiple seasons, years actually. It's been years. So it'll be a fun race. Richmond's always fun. Thank you all for tuning in today, and we'll see you tomorrow night for the Mobile One 500 for the Valvoline Cup Series, Season 1, Race number 6.